James Bond Fire. Michael Stone.
James Bond.
Are you in 1997 like I am? If so, you are enjoying Bond. James Bond. Tomorrow Never Dies? Well, yep. So let's talk about this. Obviously, the Bond game that is obviously it's notorious would be GoldenEye 007 on Nintendo 64. No argument. Not gonna begin to make the debate. Not gonna challenge anybody on that. It's unquestionably the greatest, one of the greatest games of all time, but certainly also one of the, if not the best Bond games. But on this channel, I'm going to show you some footage and some gameplay. We're going to talk about Bloodstone 007 on the Xbox 360, as well as this game, Tomorrow Never Dies 007, on the PlayStation 1. Now, this game fell under the radar and to the wayside mainly because of GoldenEye. This was not developed by the same people. This was made by Electronic Arts in conjunction with and commission with MGM Studios, Black Ops Entertainment. These guys produced what they called the most complete Bond experience. And to be fair, this game has a greater overall and overarching James Bond experience than GoldenEye. GoldenEye is a first-person shooter that follows the movie. It's awesome, and I'll do a video about that eventually. But Tomorrow Never Dies, you get to drive the car. It's third person. There's different types of levels in it, different action. So it's not GoldenEye. You're not going to get the multiplayer experience. But what you do get is a slightly more complete, if not lower grade, but more complete James Bond immersion than what you have out of the GoldenEye game. And that's obviously not to disparage the GoldenEye game, because like I said, I played that game, I love that game, always will love that game. So let's jump in to Tomorrow Never Dies. Here on the PlayStation 1.
Last night, the British naval vessel Devonshire was sunk in the South China Sea. We believe Elliot
Now,
Carver may
if
have
you've
played
seen
a
the
part,
movie,
since his
then you
newspaper Tomorrow
fully
printed the
understand the
story
point of
before
the
our
game and the
intelligence team had
story
received a
and
full
etc.
report. Carver is hosting a large party tonight and will be busy broadcasting the launch of his
This
global
just
satellite
follows the
network.
movie and the
His wife,
timeline of the
Paris, might have some knowledge of his dealings. Perhaps you can pump her.
This is, full disclosure, also my favorite Bond movie overall. With my favorite Bond character. This was really my coming of age. I'm 1997. I would be 11 years old. So I went to the movies to see this Bond movie. Both my parents like Bond movies. So I really enjoyed this. And this game coming out on PlayStation I thought was very, very cool. But you don't hear a lot about it because, well, it's not GoldenEye. Graphics don't hold up. You all know that. Graphics do not hold up. Gameplay itself also, it's not going to hold up to modern standards. Like, this game was made on the PlayStation 1, so the DualShock controller wasn't even in use for this, so you don't have great double controls. What I mean by that is, like, everything is automated. The aim, you could hit R1 to free scroll, but you're using the D-pad. You don't have like a secondary right what do you call it? Like right analog stick to assist you. So I'm trying to remember the controls while I'm doing this. Practice the controls. So you use R2 and L2 to scroll. It's a little hard to maneuver. I'm trying to just remember, how do you duck? So for kids out there, you might be thinking, wow, graphics are brutal. You know, I played this game when it came out, so I can handle the graphics. I will admit they don't hold up to modern games, but it's really more about the gameplay, the immersion into Bond, the music, the movement, everything like that. This is also sort of a precursor to the Hitman games, if you think about it, as far as like the style of the look, the third person, etc. But again, this game, the controls are rough because this wasn't made with that secondary analog stick. So unfortunately, like you could do manual zoom by holding R1, but when you're like roaming around, it's kind of hard to what do you call it? Kind of hard to control. Also, in these old games, which you have to remember, like, you know, you have to just kind of like walk around and look to pick up things. You scroll around. It's kind of like randomly hoping you run into some stuff. Usually, like, they would hide things. Okay, the door's locked. Polygon break up there. Kind of went through the door. Oops. Guess it should have been quiet when I entered the door. Controls. See if I can adjust this. Ghost mode is on. Alright, Bond. Looks like we're going upstairs. I can get to the elevator. I'm not going to play through a ton of this. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what this game is like. I've been doing a lot of wrestling games, so I figured fit it into like the Bond experience. Shot up there. That's on me. That's just my bad lack of controls there. Just not really knowing how to how to roll and shoot properly. I haven't played this game in probably like a couple years, so. Alright, I'll jump in and play it. Play it one more time. So this is the part in the game where you're going into Carver's media headquarters, because eventually what you're trying to do is disrupt the party that he's having, and get as much information as you can about him because you suspect that he's involved with the sinking of the ship. But yeah, this is Tomorrow Never Dies. So this is like the third or fourth It is kind of weird how the alarm goes off even when I shoot the guy before he can touch the alarm. It's just like one of those weird things in these old games. Sometimes they have it coded in like you shoot somebody and the alarm goes off, but who saw that actually happen? I guess I shouldn't question it. This is 90s game rules. It's not about the logic, it's about the fun factor. Check. I do have an assault rifle, SMG. Alright, so when I pop into that other room that I died in, I'm going to immediately switch to those weapons. And so if I stand up, it's straight from there was a guy. Oh, okay, so that wasn't the one. So I got him. Oops. Shooting by me. I can just draw them over to me because I can't shoot. Set off any alarms, all that shooting just one thing also when you play these old games, you can't tell the difference between doors you're supposed to go through and doors you're not, because of the graphics. Again, I'm not huge, I don't care, like I love the fact that games look amazing now, but I'm not. It doesn't ruin the experience for me.
I wondered what it would feel like if I ever saw you again. Now I know.
That's for walking out on me. Well, I feel much better. Now what brings you here?
Paris, someone in your husband's organization was involved in the sinking of the Devonshire and the murder of those British sailors. You don't know anything about that, do you?
Elliot's company is involved in many things, James.
Amazing
I don't keep
interrogation.
track of them all.
Look, I'm sorry what happened between us, but I need your help.
Well, I know there's a restricted lab.
Ah, Mr. Bond. Won't you allow me to give you a tour of the facilities?
Wow. So he knew who he was immediately. Yeah. This doesn't play out quite like the movie, but it follows the general storyline. You can see. Assuming I lost my weapons. Yes. Whoa. I tried to hit X. I'm assuming that's not the action button. But nonetheless, Bond will return because Bond always returns. That's what this mission. But you get the gist. That's Tomorrow Never Dies, 007 on the PlayStation 1. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is a fun game. I highly recommend it. Hopefully I don't get copyright restrictions because of the stupid music, but whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much all I want to show you. Just a quick gameplay on this. It's a fun game. Should be a cheap pickup at any retro game store. I got it for like $5. You can probably get it even cheaper than that. But it's definitely worth going through. If you can get over the controls and the graphics, it's just fun to immerse yourself in an old school Bond game. And the arrival of the next Bond game that should be coming out on the Xbox and the PlayStation of something soon, maybe sometime next year. It's going to be developed by the people who make the Hitman game. And in the meantime, you should be getting GoldenEye on Game Pass and the Nintendo Switch, which should be fun. So nostalgia galore for James Bond. As always, let's keep having fun here in the corner arcade, especially with Paul.